And I was like, good to know you can't take 5 seconds to Google something. He's like, dude, I'm naked right now.
I did say that.
It's like, what excuse
I said I'm
is that?
naked and I'm getting ready to meet Danielle Harris.
What
which
excuse is
were-
that? I
which
was
is
like-
unrelated. I wasn't naked in
So-
line to meet Danielle Harris, for clarification. I was
So-
naked getting dressed to go and meet Danielle Harris. There's a difference.
Being
You want me to say more?
No. I think you're a fucking whore. And we're live! So I'm Jesse. Gabe's a slut.
This is Gabe.
This is your average man whore. Getting us demonetized in the first 30 seconds of this video. This is what I live for. And we are the B4L podcast.
Yeah.
Should probably mention before I forget. What did Boss Man want me to say exactly? So
Good job.
Huh?
Good job.
Good job. Yep, lost it. Okay. So B4L podcast is now officially a Project Louder podcast. You can find us. Eventually, our audio soon will be going. Our audio will be soon going on. Is that even a real sentence? Soon our audio will be going on
Do you think it would be up?
projectlouder.net.
Don't you think it would be up by the time this is out, though?
Not this one,
Oh,
because
then.
we're recording it right now, dumbass. How's he gonna get the audio to this one if we're just recording it now?
That's
It's
not what
gonna-
I
not gonna-
mean, bro. Talking about the other ones would be up by now, by the time this one gets out.
I don't know. I'm not counting on it.
Oh, okay, then.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying this one's gonna be out. Like,
I don't think our other ones are gonna be up anyway. But TJ Bowser can always surprise me. That man works in mysterious ways, so it's hard to say. But look for our old episodes and our new episodes on projectlouder.net. That is where we will be going now, and they should still transfer over to Spotify eventually. But as of right now, this episode is just going to be strictly on YouTube, which is, I assume, what you're watching it on. That I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm breaking the fourth wall right now. I'm speaking to you.
the fourth wall.
This is very Deadpool. I feel weird. I feel like I'm just imagining Charlie on the other side of this screen, because he's like he's our only viewer. But yeah, so you can look for us on Project Louder now. And so what's been going on with you? What's new? What's new and exciting? We haven't recorded in a while.
Bro, there wasn't anything exciting for. I wouldn't say I was fully sick for like the two. I was sick, but I wasn't like fully like having the full effects of being sick. I don't know how to explain it. Like I had the cough, the stuffy nose, shit like that.
Yeah, same.
But
Muscle weakness.
yeah, and then I had that like a few days ago, for like a couple days in a row. I was just drained as fuck. But
I don't need it again, bro.
I'm not anymore. I think the whatever's left is just now allergies, cause I don't know. I don't feel sick. I just feel stuffed.
Yeah,
because
well, I
of
was
my
sick,
nose.
and then I was skateboarding and gave myself a concussion.
Yeah,
A pretty severe one. My pupils still haven't dilated, and it's been 5 days.
yeah.
They got me on some really fucking strong headache medication. Not as strong as the shit they had me on whenever I had my appendix out, though, but strong enough. And yeah, bright lights make me dizzy, so recording a podcast should be fun.
With the giant
Antonio's
plant.
nodding his head. Yep. Anyway, so you know what's new and exciting with me, Gabe?
Yeah,
I didn't tell you what happened last night. I just told you last night was fucking weird.
yeah. That's all I got out of it.
All right, so let's start this story officially. So I was taking a shit.
What a great start.
Oh no, it gets better. So I'm just watching like Spider-Man Home, No Way Home breakdowns of the trailer and shit as I'm shitting. I think I was done shitting by the time this happened, and I had already I was getting ready to get off the toilet basically. I was everything I was pants were up. I just wasn't out of the bathroom yet.
Casual Friday night things.
Yeah. And a FaceTime comes through. I'm like, well, that's weird. All I see is a boot emoji.
A boo emoji.
Yeah, that was the profile. That's the picture that I've selected for this person. And it was my ex FaceTiming me.
Oh my god.
Now you understand why the boot is there.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck could she possibly want? I was like, I don't really want to pause this breakdown for this, but what the fuck could she possibly want? So I answered the phone. Pants are up at this point.
Okay. I was about to say, you better clarify.
Yeah, pants are up at this point. I answered the phone, making it unclear that I'm in the bathroom. Like, just the wall behind me. I'm like, what the I said, I'm pretty sure I said it exactly like this. What do you want? And she goes, oh, he's being mean. And then she hung up. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, clearly she's drunk. And what? Because I think I've made it pretty clear that I'm not interested. So I don't think a sober version of her would try to FaceTime me. And then, so what?
Any version of her would FaceTime you.
Antonio, what is that?
What is that?
What is that? Who is that? What?
Sick and tired. Oh my god!
I thought Antonio was losing it from my story.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was listening to too.
There's better shit on here. He said. At least turn your mic on when you say some shit like that. But no, so I texted her and I was like, so what was that about? And she goes, I don't even know. I'm like, okay. Like, hold on, where are they? Do I still have the receipts? The receipts. No, she said, huh. Like, she was confused. Like, she didn't realize she just called me. So I said, the call, what was it about? Periods. Like, real stern. She goes, I don't even know, man. I said, okay. She said, sorry. I said, eh. She said, have a nice night, bud. And I left her on red. Then I wake up this morning and I'm just...
What a savage.
Yeah, fucking... Dude, I answered while I was taking a shit. You think I give a fuck? I didn't even want to answer. But I thought, like, entertainment value. Like, I might get some podcast material out of it. So I'm swiping through stories this morning. And I'm just clearing out all the stories that I've missed. And come across, like, her, like, private, which I don't know why the fuck I'm on. Feel free to take me off of it, please.
Oh my god.
I don't want to, like, fuck it. But, so, come across it and it says, when you wake up and you realize you drunk called your ex. And I was like, my suspicions were right. I didn't say anything. I just, like, thought it in my head.
So I was right. Huh?
I don't want to talk to her any more than I need to. Christ. So, yeah, that happened last night. After I met fucking Scout Taylor Compton and CJ Graham and Danielle Harris. So, eventful night already. And saw Ghostbusters Afterlife for the second time. Highly recommend you check the movie out. If you're a fan of the original Ghostbusters, you'll find enjoyment in it. It's much different in tone than the original Ghostbusters. That much I can say. Like, this is very much like a heartfelt movie. Like, you could take your kids to this movie. If you have kids, take it. Like, it's a family-friendly movie. It's very heartfelt and a heartwarming movie. But so
from like the original where, who was it getting the head from a
Ray,
ghost?
Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Ray. But yeah, no, it's good and it does justice to Ghostbusters and the franchise and everything. So highly recommend checking that out. But yeah, so it was a busy night already, and then I'm fucking taking a shit at the end of my night, trying to just close my night out, and fucking hell. Anyway, so. First thing we got. Oh, okay, so as we were recording this, we're probably about like halfway through November.
Yeah.
A little over.
Yeah,
but when this part of the episode was scripted, it was November 1st when I wrote this down. Because on November 1st, I was driving home, and like November 1st, I shit you not, Halloween was literally yesterday. Anyway, so there's probably a cut there, but then because we heard footsteps downstairs and got spooked. But anyway, as I was saying, on November 1st, I'm driving home, and every Halloween decoration had been replaced by Christmas lights already, and I was like, what the fuck? Fuck Halloween, I guess.
I think there's people still around me that have Halloween shit up.
Yeah, but not as much as the Christmas shit that's already up. Like, come on, can we get through Thanksgiving first, please? Jesus, we're skipping holidays and all this bullshit. So the other day, I was playing Xbox with a mutual friend.
A mutual friend.
Yeah, you've been in the party with him before.
Oh, okay. I know who
Yeah,
exactly.
I play Dead by Daylight with him all the time, and that's what we were playing at the time. Actually, I think I was just installing the update, and we weren't even playing. But I'm texting Antonio as I'm doing this. And so I'm talking to our friend, and I'm like... In the third person, I'm like, dude, I forgot her name. And he's like, what? What are you even talking about? Because I was like... Well, I was talking to Antonio about, like, some girl that I'm interested in, right? And so I sent, like, I was like...
You hear that, ladies? He's interested in someone.
Oh, juicy details.
Guys, better watch out. Jesse's already going to get swept up. Imagine.
Blech. Sorry. That's going in.
I better.
Oh, goddamn. But no, so I'm like... And Alan... I don't fucking bleep his name. It's been easier. But we're talking, and he, like, rephrases what I was saying, basically. And I'm like... And he goes... You're like, let me find her. What's her name again? Because I, like, blanked on her name. I don't know why. Like, I know her name, but I, like, blanked, and I couldn't tell Antonio her name because I was fucking forgetting her name. And fucking Alan's like, he mimics me, and he's like, hey, dude, you want to see this girl I'm trying to hook up with? What's her name again? Let me find her. Oh, yeah, that's right. And I was like, I never said hook up, okay? But the way he phrased it, he was just like, Oh, right, new segment. We got new music Friday. Gabe's new favorite segment.
Yeah. I love my music.
All right, talk about your new music.
What do you mean talk about my new music?
Yeah.
Oh,
Talk about the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like episode 5.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he actually handed me the fucking... You're not daddy now, though.
Yeah.
I still call the shots.
Yeah, this is true. See, I can't do the Taylor Swift one.
I'm not telling you to. I'm telling you to do.
Oh, yeah.
You're boys.
Yeah. Yeah, Juice WRLD, already dead. Oh my god. Finally, Juice WRLD's team released music.
Yeah. Long awaited. Way too long.
Oh, way
and they
too
released
long.
released a song that's been leaked for like years.
Well, no, the
10
10
second snippet that Juice posted when he was still alive, and I believe that came out back whenever Death Race for Love was the current album. That's how old that song is. And they're just now releasing the full one. But either way, it's all banger.
Yeah, literally a week before that song was actually posted, they were threatening Grade A, or I'm pretty sure Grade A is what it is. I don't know. But they were threatening Grade A. They're like, oh, release the album or we're releasing these songs, which was Already Dead, and a couple other songs. And I guess they're like, yeah, let's just release Already Dead since, they're just going to leak it anyways, and they did. And then Ian Dior, what is it? Let You?
Yeah.
Yeah, Let You. That song is really good too. Lil Peep Right Here. That song has been out
for a while. It was on Spotify. It was already released, or SoundCloud. It was already released on SoundCloud. But now we finally have it on Spotify, so you can actually jam to it and put it in your playlist. So.
Yeah, and I love that song.
As well. That's a good song.
I really love that song.
All right.
Then you can talk about your girls.
I'm gonna piss off every Swift fan in that listens to her. No person who likes Taylor Swift that's listening to this podcast. No, let's be real. Except for Charlie. Shout out Charlie. A man slid up on my one story and said, if they don't like Taylor Swift, they can't be trusted. So Gabe, I can't trust you. Also, what did tell everyone what your mom said when I pulled up to your house to pick you up today?
No, she didn't say that day. Because I was talking to her about the new Taylor Swift album. And then she was like, Gabe, you listen to that? I'm like, fuck no. I said, fuck no. And then she was just like, and then how'd you know about it? I was just like, oh, I saw Jesse listen to it. And then she was just like, I figured.
Fuck yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah, but I believe my parents did hear it because they're like, oh, I could hear Jesse here.
Yeah, I'm just...
He's outside my house blasting fucking Taylor Swift.
Yeah, dude.
Shit was funny though.
Yeah, dude. I was blasting the very first night, dude. That's the best song off the album. It's not the best, but it's definitely up there. It might be my favorite off the album. But anyway, so last Friday, Red Taylor's version came out, and I had to explain to Gabe, and Antonio had to explain to me, because in my head I was very confused. Why is she releasing all these albums and putting them as her version? I was like, isn't the fucking first version that you recorded your version too? It's in your fucking voice, ain't it? Like, isn't that your version? You wrote it, didn't you? I mean, I don't fucking understand. But, so I had Antonio send me an article. Because I'm lazy.
You're extremely lazy. He texted me and asked him to do research on why she's re-recording these songs.
Yeah, I wanted
Wait,
to have
you asked him?
Yeah, I wanted to have the facts.
He puts in the effort to reach out to me and is like, says something about it, about topics for later. And he's like, can you find me an article that explains why Taylor's re-recording her music? And I was like, it took me 5 seconds. I just Googled Taylor's version, and I sent him the article.
I said
and
thank you.
I was like, yeah.
I was polite.
Sure, okay. And I was like, good to know you can't take 5 seconds to Google something. He's like, dude, I'm naked right now.
I did say that.
It's like, what
I
excuse
said I'm
is that?
naked and I'm getting ready to meet Danielle Harris,
What
which
excuse is that? I was
is
like-
unrelated. I wasn't naked in
So-
line to meet Danielle Harris, for clarification. I was
So-
naked getting dressed to go and meet Danielle Harris. There's a difference.
Being naked is not a good time to Google, do research, but it's a good time to text me.
Antonio. Yeah, dude, I have no problem. I have no shame in texting people naked.
Obviously.
Of course.
I do have shame in answering my ex's FaceTime while I'm shitting. Anyone's FaceTime while I'm shitting, unless it's like you or Charlie or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in conclusion, in brief summary, I guess Scooter Braun owns the rights to her like original recordings. Am I correct in that, Antonio?
Yeah.
And in her re-recording all of these, she basically will regain the copyrights to these versions of the songs, so that she can turn a profit on those, and Scooter Braun doesn't just keep making bank and using her music the way he wants to, so she can actually start using her music the way she wants to.
Which I still don't understand. I didn't actually look into it. I just shared the article, but did it say how that works? Because if someone owns the copyright...
Okay, so basically, like, all I got from it is it says, like, so by recording her old, like, songbook with Republic Records, which I guess is the new recording studio she's doing it through. Or she switched over in 2018 to Republic Records. She will own the copyright to all of the new recordings. And the move will give licensors the option to work directly with Swift and her team rather than go through Braun.
Then why doesn't
Every artist do that?
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense to me. Is like,
Yeah, I don't really understand it either.
like I could understand, or I could see why.
And then it
like-
just says it would allow her to reclaim command of her own music and how it's being used.
Yeah, because if another artist
Has
recorded,
the same, yeah.
so, like stole someone else's music and recorded it and released it as their own, that's copyright. And I know it's Taylor's music, but if she doesn't own it, then what's the legal implication?
Yeah,
there?
I don't understand. I don't understand it fully, but that's why she's doing it. If some Swift fan wants to let us know, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, to everyone watching,
Yeah.
we're still Jesse's too lazy to do the research. If you could let us know.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Jesse.
Yeah. Fuck it, bro.
Just ask Charlie.
Yeah, I have shit going on, dude. I'm a busy man.
You're a concussed man.
I am. I
said-
He got
concussed.
concussion.
Yeah, it hurts to read articles, bro.
I'm sure it hurts to do a lot of things.
It does.
Yeah. Like, look in the mirror.
It hurts to look at it hurts to look at Antonio right now. Cuz I'm looking past that light, not because Antonio's ugly, but you know.
No, he beautiful.
So the past few episodes have been Gabe slowly moving from super straight to slightly straight. Yeah, Gabe drifting away from super straight. He has now reached the mark of somewhat straight. That's a new thing I'm starting, because we had super straight, so now it's somewhat straight, and Gabe's just the mascot for somewhat straight.
I mean, that makes sense.
He's straight when he wants to be.
Yeah. Just don't catch me on one of those days.
Antonio's face. He's like, dude, today's one of those days, isn't it? That thing you heard licking its lips downstairs when you were throwing something away, it wasn't my dog, it was Gabe. Okay, so a little backstory. Antonio went down to throw something away, and do you want to tell?
It's hard to visualize, but basically, I was
You
just
on?
throwing away. Yeah, I was throwing away a wrapper, and there is a hallway adjacent to the garbage can. So I was looking down at the garbage can, reaching over to open the lid,
And he was bent over,
and I just heard like a
like
and
a
I was
solid
like,
lip lick.
what the fuck? And then I look down the hallway, and of course the light is shining in the dog's eyes, so they're just bright and blank.
Oh
And
my god.
it's a German Shepherd, by the way. It stands up
Like a
I'm
fucking
"Oh,
hellhound."
fuck." I'm like, yeah, I'm done for. Because the whole down the hallway is dark and everything, but the dog just kind of like stuck out. Oh shit.
We just heard him go, "Oh my!" Like he like
Yeah, that's
let
all
out
we
an
heard.
exclamation. And we're like, "What is happening?" And he's like, "Bro, a demon thought it was, it's go time." Whenever he bent over. Anyway, on the topic of Taylor Swift, we got dumb tweets of the week, because all of my Twitter has been filled with fucking Jake Gyllenhaal fucking attacks, and they're fucking hilarious. So I actually got a couple, but the main one that I saw that I like is this one right here, of Jake Gyllenhaal logging onto Twitter, and it's just the Spider-Man billboard that says "Public Enemy number 1." Oh yeah, I can send them to you. And then we got.
That's what he did.
Oh yeah, I can send them to you. My bang's shaking. We also got Jake Gyllenhaal is screaming, crying, and throwing up. That's another good one. Also, that one was pretty fucking hilarious too. Meet a Jake Gyllenhaal after the all too well 10-minute version. It's just the tiny child holding a gun and crying.
God. Damn, they were really on his ass, bro.
This one is from a Swift fan page, and it just says, "Marvel was spot on when they cast Jake Gyllenhaal as the guy who gaslights a child."
Oh my god.
Also, has anyone seen Jake Gyllenhaal since the release of Red? Like, how's this man doing? Is he in a safe house? Is he in witness protection? He's a talented actor, all right? We need to give him a break.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Listen, man, you just can't date Taylor Swift, because if you break up with her, she's gonna write 6 whole albums about you, and your fans are gonna rip her apart. Like, we get it, Taylor. Everyone's gone through a breakup before. Jesus. Shit does slap, though. Shit do slap.
Mm-hmm.
And so, while we're on the topic of current events, I guess perfect segue into Pete Davidson and Kim K. This came out yesterday, I guess, for us recording. It's like,
Yeah.
Where have you been? It's been like
Really?
2-3 weeks.
What?
Yeah, they went to
Well,
fucking,
I know it's been like 2
they
weeks.
went to Disneyland, California Adventure.
Yeah,
or
and
something
then
together.
he did the pajama photo shoot with him and Chris and Kim K. Have you not seen that one?
I didn't see that.
he went-
I just saw the
he
roller
went to-
coaster thing.
He
like,
went to
weeks ago.
Chris's for his birthday, I guess. He went out to LA and was kicking it with them and was wearing her new pajama set. Was wearing
The
Kim's new-
Skims.
Huh?
The Skims.
I have no idea.
Like Kim's
Yeah,
pajamas.
he was wearing the full
They
fucking
are
set.
not made for men, but I mean, I guess you can get it custom when you got it like that.
No, it's
I think we should get Gabe Skims.
Yeah.
no. Where's the?
Is he gonna look for it now?
They do look comfortable.
No, this image right here.
Oh.
I have to get up.
I guess I could have just sent it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just pajamas, bro.
Yeah, I know, but they're hers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure she owns them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. So he did that. That was more recent, and then I guess the latest image of her wearing the fucking
Yeezys.
Yeezys.
Doing
Yeah.
them dirty.
Huh?
Doing them dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a
Kanye,
bunch of
come
like
get your
shit.
girl.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of that.
I mean, good on Pete, I guess.
I guess.
I
What do you mean? I guess.
I guess.
Good
Damn.
on Kim too.
I guess.
She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
She's a person too, Jesse. You know, women can like.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
God.
Give me a break, Antonio. That's not what I was
Kim's not
saying.
just a trophy, you know.
I wouldn't even call her a trophy.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Trophies aren't usually made out of plastic. They're usually
Oh
metal.
my God.
Welcome back to the women hating podcast.
I don't know if we can put that in.
Fuck it. On the topic of the Kardashians, we also got everything going on with Travis Scott, because I guess that's kind of related, right?
Yeah. I figured we were going to end up talking about it after I saw that shit. I'm like, damn.
Yep. And here we are.
I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I just know that, I don't know. I feel bad for Travis Scott, low-key. Like, that whole entire situation is just kind of fucked, in my opinion.
9 dead is the official tally.
Yeah, I was
Are you sure it's not 10?
Oh, it's 10 now, 6 days ago.
Yeah,
So.
see, the last time I looked at it, when it was on Instagram, there was only, like...
It was 8.
Yeah.
But it keeps going up. So we got 8 dead at a Astro World Festival. And, so, basically, I came across an EMT story, like, on TikTok of one of the actual, like, EMTs that worked the Astro World Festival. And he was kind of putting his 2 cents in and how much of a nightmare it was for him and his
Didn't
partner.
you send me that?
I might have.
I don't know if you sent me it or I saw it on TikTok.
What's
You
it?
might have seen it.
Go ahead.
But basically, he was telling his story of how him and his partner got a call into the pit of one person down, blacked out, right? And so on his way in to the crowd, which he said was a nightmare to get in and out of, which is to be expected. They were like fighting their way through the crowd. On the way through, somebody grabbed him and said, "Hey, there's somebody else down over here." And apparently their procedure is you have to get to your first call first. So they go to the first one, and she's basically down and not breathing. Somebody told him that she'd been down for 10 minutes, and so he's like, they let her on the ground for 10 minutes. Which this is all just, and in my opinion, I think like half of this is just on crowd negligence. You have to like look out for each other when you go to concerts. If somebody goes down, you don't just fucking let them sit there for 10 minutes. That's not how concerts work.
Yeah, for sure. There has to be like better things in place so that obviously stuff like that doesn't happen, or so that it doesn't. There has to be checks and balances so that there's like people watching out for the crowd without just like the crowd having to take care of themselves, like you were saying. Like they should
There needs
be
to be
like
a balance,
more,
but they also need
there
to
should
look
be,
out
like,
for each other. while they're in there.
pathways and like split up and organized and stuff like that.
Yeah, as opposed to just being a nightmare that it was. But basically, so they get to her, and so he needed to get his, like, I can't remember what it's called. It might be called a drop bag or something. And so he went back to his station to grab that, or whatever bag it was. And on his way back, he came across that same person. So he went to check on that person that had pulled him aside. And that one was down, not breathing. Or another EMT had just got to that person as well. And so he's like, okay, well, I have to help with my first call first, because that's procedure as well. So he's like, okay, I have to go get this bag to get to my partner. And basically, it was just a nightmare of getting people out of the crowd was worse than, like, because once these people were down, they couldn't just leave them there. They needed to get them out, and medical staff at this concert, like, they were not prepared for the scale that it was going to be, and there's no way they could. But a lot of things that I've seen going around was that they were all newbies. They were undertrained. They were all this. They weren't. like, and this guy was going on to say that it was like, if you could pick the best response team that you could have at a concert like this, he was like, everyone from that area that is top notch was there. He was like, there wasn't like anyone that's like, oh, fresh blood, like fresh into this. He was like, these people have worked these things before. They knew what they were doing. They were not rookies. And so it was just him basically putting in his 2 cents, because like a lot of this hate was going towards medical personnel, saying that, oh, they didn't do their jobs correctly. But like, people don't understand the procedures they have in place, and they were not prepared to go in for one call and get pulled aside to 6 different other people that were also having the same thing. And whenever you have 6 people dropping in the matter of 10 minutes, something like obviously there's something going on and something needs to be done. But like, they weren't understaffed per se. He said that there was like 150 at least, but it's like they weren't prepared for the scale of amount of calls, like that they didn't know that it was going to turn into this. How could they? I still think the show should have been stopped. I don't think it's entirely on Travis Scott. Because I know that management and other things like also would need to call that stop to the show. It's not strictly the artist, but the artist could put a pause on sets, for sure. I think most of it all just comes down to crowd. Like, when you're in there in a pit like that and you're throwing yourself around, you have to know your body, because like, I don't know what caused a lot of these people drops. If it was like dehydration or whatever. I truthfully, I don't know what caused their deaths.
I mean, it was probably a mixture of things. Like, the fact that you're dehydrated and tired in the first place, and then you have an army of hundreds or thousands of people, even if they're not like trampling you, they're like pushing up against you and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just grow weak over the time. I mean, obviously there were people that said like they couldn't even like stand on the ground. Yeah. Because it was that dense.
Yeah.
But it's probably just like a snowball effect of like, you're dehydrated, you're tired, you're getting pushed around, and then it's like at a certain point you just can't keep yourself up. And then as soon as you do fall, it's like, if someone doesn't get you up, then it's going to be
That's
hard
another
to
thing.
breathe.
People next to you should be like looking out for things like that. I've never been at a concert where I've seen somebody go down and I haven't helped them up. When somebody falls, whether it be crowd surfing or if they get knocked down whenever like we're circle pitting, even if I'm not in the circle pit, I'm rushing in there to get somebody out. If I'm on the outskirts of the pit, I'm going in to get somebody out. Yeah. I've caught several people who have fallen crowd surfing just because people aren't paying attention, which is a big thing. Like, when you go up crowd surfing, you have to realize, especially like rock shows. I don't know how much crowd surfing goes on at rap concerts, because I haven't been to a lot of rap concerts. But when you probably not as much as rock shows, but when you go up, you need to know that you are in, like, your life is in other people's hands. You need to know that. Like, if people aren't paying attention, you are putting yourself at stake. I know it's fun,
yeah,
but if, like, read the crowd, because if they're not paying attention and they're only focused forward, like, there's been times where people have crept up on me, and next thing you know, there's somebody over top of me that I'm trying to keep up. And a lot of the times, because I'm towards the front with, like, taller guys, because we all just kind of end up somehow in the same spot. If we were all spaced out, it'd be perfect, because we could just pass people from tall guy to tall guy, and it'd be fine. But we're always next to each other, so we're always, like, slapping each other's shoulders so we can help one person get across, and then we end up walking them up front because nobody else is paying attention, basically. And we're just trying to keep them up.
Mm.
But there's been times where people have, like, dropped on top of me, and I'm just, like, there trying to protect a head. Like, it is a risk when you go to things like this. But I've never seen it go this bad where it was, like, I haven't been to a concert where one person dropped dead. I've seen people get gurneyed out at metal shows. And even that, like, the show was stopped and the pit was split wide open so that EMTs could come in. Yeah. There was an open line. Like, and it wasn't just the artist saying, hey, open it up, because the artist was like, I'm not trying to say that they handled it better than Travis Scott or anything, but I'm saying that, like, even the people at these shows, like, the people there to see it, we got out of the way when we saw emergency, like, response come through.
There's definitely a culture, more so now, and maybe, like, more present in that space where people are just selfish.
Yeah, they just want to get to the front. They push, shove, and try to get to the front. There's been times where I'm trying to get back to my friends in the pit, and I'm trying to make my way through, and I'm like trying to like kindly make my way through, and people are just being dicks. Like, you're blocking the show. Like, I went to a concert after I had like surgery, and some girl literally, like, I guess I like pissed her off because I was cutting through trying to get to my friends, and she grabbed me by the side right here where my scars were, pinched my side, and I like turned around and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And she was like, what are you looking at? Keep fucking walking if you're gonna push through. And I was like, my friends are over there. I'm trying to get back to my friends. I was like, and I lifted up my shirt and I go, I just had surgery. Like, fuck you, basically. And she's like, well, what would your mom think if she knew you were talking to a woman like that? And I said, I'm pretty sure my mom would give me permission to call you a bitch. And I walked away. Because, like, that's just being a dickhead. Like, you have to, you don't, and it's not like I was, like, violently pushing people. No, I'm like, excuse me, and I'm trying to, like, kindly get my way through it. And I'm sticking my leg out so I can, like, make space and feel my footing.
Yeah.
Because when you get in there, there's so much trash that people just throw in the middle of pits. You can slip on a piece of freaking, like, on a metal beer can and split your head open. Like, they're not safe. Concerts are fun, but you need to know there is a risk if you go into the pit. And I really think that it was handled poorly by, like, I think the show should have been stopped. I don't think it's all on Travis. I think he could have done a lot more than just be like, hey, there's somebody down over here. I think he could have been like, all right, let's just cut the whole thing. Or at least, hey, somebody's down over here. Can you guys get the fuck out of the way? Because EMTs were still having to push through. And from what this guy was saying on TikTok, like, it was a nightmare for them. And the amount of, like, hate they got after it and everything. But he's getting a lot of support on his videos.
Each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you could find a
I think
video.
it's a joint problem. Like,
Yeah, it's like 10 things that, like, shouldn't have happened.
I don't think the show should have happened
up.
once the barricade got busted down and people who didn't even buy tickets busted in.
Exactly.
And then it overflowed.
It's like
it was over capacity.
If you can't have the security checks in the first place, that's when, like, the proper steps aren't being taken. And then you have, like, the police chief, and he's like, oh, I talked to Travis before the show, and I voiced my concern of the security. And it's like, okay, did you do anything about it?
Yeah.
It's like, no. And it's all just, like, blame shifting and really weird.
I think a lot of people were at fault, but really I do think it comes down to the crowds, because the crowds could have just... They could have made it easier, like, for EMTs. They could have been... Yeah, they could have watched out for each other more.
Travis could have made it easier. They shouldn't have rushed the stage in the first place. They should have had more security. They should have had more barricades. They should have had this. They should have had that. It's like all these different factors came together, and it just, like, the worst possible outcome. I mean, not the worst possible, but, like, a really bad outcome.
It's still pretty bad. The apology video memes are getting out of hand now at this point, too.
Can you imagine... I'm not like, oh, poor Travis, but, like, can you imagine having to do that? Like you have all these people that are like, you're like a murderer, you're this, you're that, and your team's like, you have to say something because, like, everyone thinks that this is your fault, and, like, you're partially to blame, whatever, and you have to, like your fans died, so, like, that's an emotional weight, and then it's like, but you also can't say sorry because then you're legally liable and all this stuff. It's like, I'm not defending him or anything, but that can't be easy.
No.
To try and do this, and then you're, like, probably overthinking the entire process of, like, how can I make this genuine, but then also, like social media puts such a weird pressure on the fact that, like, he can't just be sorry or he can't be this or that because people are going to criticize it. And then you have people lined up outside your house with signs and stuff. That's like,
Yeah.
And now you can't even leave your house.
You need to be canceled and you need to be this and that. It's weird.
I feel like people have got canceled for a lot less shit than, you know. It wasn't even, I wouldn't even say, like, it was his fault, like, completely.
I saw an article today that the $2 billion in lawsuits like that.
I thought it was 1 billion.
There was one that totaled 750, and then it said like altogether all of the lawsuits combined are like closer to 2 billion, which is like that's Live Nation money, and whoever organized it, that's not Travis Scott or his management money, because that's way too much.
Yeah.
Even with what the festival would have made is only maybe in the hundreds of millions. But none of that responsibility will fall on him, because he would have had to do something to make the crowd do what they did to kill people.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't explicitly tell anyone to push the stage or like do anything crazy.
Yeah.
So he probably won't be liable, but like Live Nation and whoever organized it, they'll be liable for not having proper security protocol and stuff. And at the end of the day, like, that is the problem, and that's the root of the problem, I should say, is like not having the proper barricades and having all the people too close together and stuff.
It was just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a mess. Super unfortunate. Which is weird, because like it's definitely happened. I mean, even one time is too many times.
Yeah.
It's like the whole...
But I feel like this is getting more press than
it's like,
any other time.
Of course, because now everyone has a phone there. Everyone has an opinion on it. Everyone wants to be the person that breaks the news or like tells their side of the story. But it's kind of like the Alec Baldwin thing.
Yeah.
It's like this...
They were filming here.
Really?
That movie, like Rust, it was filming in Menneson before.
Oh, that's crazy.
They literally, like, 5 days before that shooting, they switched locations to the desert to film, and then that happened. That could have happened, like, fucking down the road.
Yeah. It's like when that happened back with Bruce Lee's son, that should have set the precedent
Randomly.
For security going forward. The same way that, like, when this happened with the Who concert in Woodstock in 99, I think, that should have set the precedent going forward. And, like, it probably changed some things.
Woodstock 99 was a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, how many people... Was it 8 people that died there? Or, like, 12? Something like... It was very similar. But it's like, this has happened before. And if you don't take the steps to make sure it doesn't happen again, that's the problem.
8 fans. No, wait. Three deaths and more than 700 drug overdoses.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, 1999.
Not the tragedy is like...
I don't know. Blink was touring then, bro.
I thought you were saying it. Okay.
Dude, Blink's live shows in 99 were the shit. You were listening to the Mark, Tom, and Travis shows? That's the fucking best album.
Wouldn't know. Wasn't born yet.
None of us were.
As you were saying.
Oh, not that like the tragedy is ever a good thing, but hopefully the best thing that comes out of each of these situations is like
stricter measures.
Yeah, like
or just change.
The Rock said that like he will never work on a set with a live gun or like anything that he produces or his company who produces whatever, like they'll never use any sort of like
Go Rock.
Things like that, which is like important because you have to have big people like that kind of set those precedents. Because like hopefully the best thing that comes out of this is like going forward Travis is just like super responsible about how his shows are set up and like any festivals that he goes to, and he'll be like checking on the crowd and like spending like I don't know 3 times as much on security than he needs to.
Anyway, so on a slightly more positive note, we got Dumb Things Year being a Han actor. Most recently, Demon House is now closed for the season, but we had Rule Swap on our last weekend, and I was a hillbilly running around with an axe. ready to kill some people, right? And so this group comes through, and I'm like tailing this group, like booking it at them. And I get up on them. I'm just like heavy breathing in their ear because they didn't realize I was behind them. So I'm like in it right behind them. And the one dude's like, yo, what the fuck? And the girls are like, if I run, will you chase me?
What the?
And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, because once we get them running, we're not supposed to chase anymore. Like, we can chase, but as soon as they're running, it's a safety hazard. So stop chasing. So I was like, no, I really can't. Like, that's what I was thinking. And she started booking it. So I was like, fuck it. So I started booking it after her. And they're like, yo, he's fast as fuck. Run faster. They're like, why is he so fucking fast? And the one guy's like, look at his legs, bro. They're like, that guy definitely did track in high school. What the fuck? They're like, go, go.
In reality, he didn't. He didn't do anything.
I did not run track in high school. I'm not coordinated enough for that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Jesse would have fell on his fucking face.
Well, no, just no. If I run, will you chase me? No, bitch.
What do you mean, no, bitch? You
proceeds
did.
to chase her. Then they were trying to pull my Snapchat, and I had a mask on too, like a full face mask. They couldn't see me at all, and they were.
That's probably why.
Accurate. Oh boy. So speaking of running.
Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Just continue.
Gabe just had a stroke.
No, I was gonna say something, but
It'll get cut anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of running, so we got running away from your goals. Basically, this entire idea is just, I don't know, probably came to me while I was driving a car. That's how most of my ideas come. I'm just driving, and I'm like, this would be cool.
This is cool.
I'm like, this is good life advice that I wish I would have heard, which is, like, so you leave high school with, like, a goal of what you want to do, and then you end up in the real world, you're working your fucking 9 to 5 or whatever, and then you just kind of put whatever you actually wanted to do on the back burner. And I don't think that's the way it should be. In reality, your goals should always take precedence over your career. Yeah, the job's gonna pay the bills, but you also gotta manage your like side projects and like find time. You gotta give yourself the time to basically work towards those goals that you left high school with. I don't know. It's just something I wish I would have thought about because now it's like, shut the fuck up. Fucking from Breeze air fresheners. Fuck you. But no, because I just got out of high school and like focused on making money as opposed to actually doing what I wanted to do. So don't do what I did, kids. Anything, Gabe? You're filled with goals. Something's filling there. And it's not pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls in a while.
It might be.
Actually, I haven't had pizza rolls in a while.
Have you ever had pizza logs?
No. What is that?
It's an egg roll with pizza in it.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's fucking delicious.
But anyhow, I don't know.
God, this is good.
I mean, you kind of hit all the points with that.
Thanks.
I don't know exactly what I would say to
Thanks,
that.
I try.
Tell people about your mistakes, Gabe.
Pop
I was
off,
born.
No, that was your parents' mistake. They've
Yeah.
been living with that mistake for 20 years now.
Yeah, I literally told my mom. My mom was telling me to do something, and she was just like, "I brought you into this world." I said, "I didn't ask to be here."
Dude, if I would have known I had to pay taxes, I would have stayed in the womb.
Exactly. Like, but I don't know. I mean, I've already went off about like mistakes in episodes before.
Yeah. You made
So,
a lot.
yeah.
All right, we got our fun section. Antonio can pop in on this if we really want to. we got our Q&A section. Because it's slowly becoming a segment. It might end up just being a segment every episode now. That we're actually getting questions. Or
This is where you come up with questions for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I come up with something that I think would be cool to talk about. If nobody else is
Like,
giving me
hey,
ideas.
somebody asked me this.
Yeah. Or
somebody
hey,
asked me-
Charlie said that I should ask Gabe this, because there was a couple of those.
Why?
Oh, and we got one request from Quinn, too. Alan. What's your favorite movie of all time? And I'm not just talking horror.
I was
Like,
about to say.
What are your top 5 movies of all time? I should have given time.
I couldn't tell you in order.
Pause.
Gabe, just say something. What? Like. Something.
Yeah, give us time to think.
I'm recording. Go for it.
Yeah, I'd say probably like the old like Mighty Ducks. I couldn't even tell you when they were. I know it was like 1990 is when they were made. I'm not 100% sure, but those Mighty Ducks, like, I love those movies. Definitely the original Spider-Man. Like the very original.
I respect it.
I don't know. There's a lot of movies I've watched. I just can't think of all of them right now. Billy Madison, definitely up there.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. I'll put Nightmare on Elm Street in there too.
Over Halloween and Scream?
He said it was his favorite franchise.
Yeah. And then
That
for
episode hasn't come out yet, remember? That episode's
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
God.
Jeez.
Anyways, the other, and my last one, I'd say that was even order. I don't know. I don't know the order, but I'd say for the last one, fuck.
The Princess Bride is my top movie of all time.
That's a fucking good.
That's a
good
fucking great movie.
It's a gold.
Nobody would look at me and expect that to be my favorite movie of all time, though.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't either.
Dude, but The Princess Bride slaps. That's a fucking excellent movie. I rewatch that movie constantly. Ghostbusters is definitely my top 5, the original.
I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing.
Really?
That's surprising.
But, I mean, some people can call it horror comedy. I don't know. I have some horrors in my top 5, too. I have some horrors in my top 5. Top 5 horrors of all time.
Am I in there?
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Where's
number
the-
1 through 5. Silence of the Lambs is definitely in there for me. Some people consider it more thriller than horror. Scream makes my top 5.
I
Probably.
didn't even say my last movie yet, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm giving you time to think. And honestly, I
Yeah.
think I'd put The Crow in there somewhere. I don't know.
The original Daredevil.
What the
The
fuck?
movie. The movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why? You don't like that one?
No, that's fucking garbage. It's a steaming pile of horse shit.
Never seen it.
You don't like that movie?
No, the movie's fucking trash.
I liked it.
The TV show is way better.
Is it?
Ben Affleck
Ben
as,
Affleck? Yeah.
as fucking Matt Murdock, and there's a fucking cringy ass scene that would be considered fucking sexual harassment /
Well,
domestic
on the other
assault
hand,
in that movie when they're in the fucking park, and he just grabs fucking the girl who plays Elektra, just grabs her like he's a blind man, just grabbing her in front of a bunch of kids at the park, and just starts like they just start tussling on a freaking teeter-totter. It's the dumbest scene ever, and some blind man, not even in costume, he's just dressed as a blind dude, is doing like a backflip.
He's dressed as a blind dude.
that's his crime fighting game. He pretends to be blind. Huh?
You're gonna put on your sunglasses. Here's your walking
Jesse,
Yeah, and he just does a backflip onto a teeter.
Wait.
It's so dumb. That entire movie is stupid.
Okay, well, Gabe can have an opinion.
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but leave.
no.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I haven't watched it in
I'm
forever.
replacing you with Charlie.
What?
He'd draw in the chicks more than you do.
Bitch, what chicks are you drawing in?
None. That's why I need Charlie. It's like a better looking version of me.
Not like. I don't know what I remember of that movie. It was good. But on the other hand, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched it.
Okay. Well, we got 5. What are yours?
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love that movie.
My favorite movie.
Oh yeah, is that the Alien movie?
Yeah, the Alien.
Yeah,
Seth
that's a
Rogen.
Yeah, it's an excellent movie.
You
I
know,
haven't watched it in a long time. I think I
you know what's funny though?
watched it on 1 2 3 movies in my fucking phone one time.
I'm pretty sure that was the first movie I watched with my stepdad.
It's a good bonding.
Like that was the
experience.
first. No, that was the first one he introduced me to. I think it was. I can't be 100% sure though, because that was fucking forever ago.
Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, Empire Strikes Back is definitely in my top
See, I
5.
watched the prequels first because I actually saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters,
Mm.
and that was like my first.
That would have been a beautiful
full-length
experience. I'm
Star
sad
Wars.
I never.
I mean, I was 5.
got.
General Grievous scared the fuck out of me.
I
I was like with my older cousin. I like grabbed his arm and put it in front of my face. Like I got scared. But it
My
was
introduction to
scary.
Star Wars was the original. My aunt got me into them.
Well, it was like I saw part 2 on TV when we were on vacation, and it was like 2 minutes of it, and I just saw it. I was like, "That's the most amazing movie I've ever seen." So I was like 4.
Yeah, that's
then-
fucking kid thing.
Holy
The
shit, that's
cinema.
amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's dope.
And then saw 3 when it came out in theaters, and like got them on DVD and stuff. And then my cousins were older, so they had all the originals on VHS. So I watched those that way.
God damn. VHS.
You know, I get people to come in.
You know how many movies I have on VHS?
No.
People come
A
in
lot.
Best Buy and they're like, "Hey, I have like a VHS tape recorder. Like, do you guys sell these?" I'm like, "You fucking no."
No.
You fucking
fucking
stupid.
stupid? What is this? Fucking 1983?
I love Marvel movies. If I had to pick one to like represent the culmination of all of them, it'd
Yeah.
probably be Infinity War.
Yeah, that's a fair pick.
A lot of thinking.
I don't know.
I don't know. Tim Burton's Batman might be in my top 5 too.
Oh my god, I
Running out of space. I already
skipped
hit 5.
through Batman and Robin the other day.
Oh my god.
Because I watched it all the time when I was a kid. Because I had like, I don't know, 20 or 30 movies that I would just like pick one and watch every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of them. And
Yeah, I had that on VHS.
I just
or
thought about it and I was
DVD
like,
or
was
something.
that real? And I like had to go back and
Make
like,
sure it was
watch it
still
and like
existed.
I just skipped through all the scenes, like see all the different characters and stuff. I was like, holy crap, this is bad.
God, that movie is bad.
Bro, the only movie I remember repeat watching when I was younger is Brother Bear. Like in the Disney movie.
Yeah.
That was a good movie though.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Do you guys remember Indian in the Cupboard?
I don't think so.
There's this kid and he has like it's like a dollhouse, and he gets this toy Native American and puts him in the house.
God damn.
And
Why are you laughing?
What?
It was
not
just
an
the
idiot.
way there was a. He gets this toy. Pause.
Native American.
Native. Yeah, that.
And he puts him in the dollhouse, and like he comes alive. And I don't remember like the entire plot, but like, dude, we're talking mint audio here. Come on. The toy that comes alive, he like runs around the house and he like goes outside and like I don't know. I'm pretty sure he fought like the dog or like a animal or
God.
something outside. Like I don't know. Like he like goes to all these things because he's 5 inches tall.
The only thing that reminds me of is the one movie where
Toy Soldiers is what it reminds me of.
I think that's what it's called.
I don't know. I don't remember the plot. I don't remember how it ends. But I watched it every single day.
Toy
when I
Soldiers
was,
feels like
three.
I think that's what
I
it was
gotta
called.
look it up.
I think it was a fever. That feels like a fever dream. I don't think that movie actually
I wonder if
existed.
It's on Disney Plus.
Toy Soldiers. I think that's the one with like the weird like monsters that like fight the soldier guys.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
what I'm thinking.
They rip through like.
I
the
don't
house
know
or
if it's
whatever.
called Toy Soldiers or I think it's like Army. So I don't know.
Do you guys
1999,
remember?
1991 film.
Do you guys remember a Disney movie where the kids?
No, it's Small Soldiers.
That's what it's called.
Fuck myself. Do you guys?
Oh, look why I open Instagram too.
As you were saying, Antonio.
Do you guys remember a Disney movie where there are these kids and their family owns a go-kart track and the dad gets sick or something and the kids rob a bank?
What the fuck?
No.
No.
And they drive the go-karts to the bank and then they rob it and I have to find it. That was like one of my favorite movies.
Wrap up your top 5.
I don't know, dude. Marvel, Star Wars, Paul. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's got to be like a Jonah Hill movie or something in there that I just like, maybe like Superbad or something. I just love like anything Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill. Those. I don't know.
I could put 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street's like up there. Like,
Yeah.
I really like comedy movies. Yeah.
I'd probably change that instead of Daredevil. Because I love the 21 Jump Street movie.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
It's a good
Is that
movie.
even still on Netflix?
I think so. All right. Next question. Do you like turtles?
Of course I like turtles.
I like turtles. This question comes from Quinn, by the way.
Of course. Of course it came from Glenn.
Speaking of turtles, I think I forgot to feed Galileo on my mom's. No, I lied. This is all jokes, Mom. This episode's being recorded after you came back from vacation. Galileo was fed. I have a turtle. He's an asshole.
Didn't he try to bite your mom? Or
He
did?
he did bite my mom so hard that like she lifted her hand into the cage and he was still latched on.
Yeah, I remember.
I trained him well. I trained him to be an asshole, just like his dad, and like my father before me.
Oh my god. The go-kart movie is called Catch That Kid. And it's Kristen Stewart.
What?
Yeah, she must have been like 14 or something.
Oh my
And
god.
Corbin Blue.
I don't know who that is.
The dude from High School Musical.
Ah,
You know what I'm talking about?
which guy?
Like the best friend, like the black dude with the afro.
Okay, that's what I figured. All right, here we go. What would you do if you had one day to live?
If I had one day to live.
Yep.
I'm right.
Be like, they can't give me a life sentence if I'm dying tomorrow. I know that's what you were thinking. Fucking hell, I know him too well.
Cut that out.
Why? Are you like? What are we on recording?
We're at 15 minutes now.
Okay.
The first thing was almost 30 minutes even. The second one was about 20 minutes.
And then the next one after that, because we stopped our recording, was like 5 minutes.
What would you do?
What would I do if I had one day to live? I don't know. Well, do I know? Or is this just like hypothetical?
You know you have one day to live. What are you doing?
Okay.
Otherwise, you wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, that's my
You
point.
just sit there and fucking play Xbox with your friends, and then you just clock over dead, and then just be
Yeah.
like, Gabe,
Oh.
Gabe, why are you AFK?
Dead on my desk. There you go.
Sounds like a fucking shitty horror movie. Sounds like it'd be worse than the movie Rubber.
Oh my god.
The Killer Tire.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
All right, I'll start. So if I know I have one day to live, I'm gathering the boys. I'm gathering the homies, and we're driving.
Gathering the girls.
Yeah, right. As if that's ever gonna happen. Gathering the boys, and we're all driving out to LA. We're gonna make it to LA before I die. To see the sunrise and eat it in and out, and sit at the Hollywood sign eating in and out. And watching the fucking sunrise over LA.
Why do you?
Because I want to go to LA. It's a dream of mine.
No. How did you have that planned out already that you're gonna say that?
Because I thought about this question before. What do you mean?
No.
If a
True.
doctor, every time I go to the ER, I think if a doctor walks in and tells me I have one day to live, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna rip the IV out, walk past him, go try to get laid, fail, get in my car, go to LA, we'll gather the friends and go to LA, fucking eat some In-N-Out because that's on my bucket list. I want to try some In-N-Out.
I definitely want to try some In-N-Out too.
Try some In-N-Out at the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Before our world tour coming at you.
Imagine.
Eventually.
Yeah. Not world tour, but U.S.
US
tour.
tour, yeah.
He can't get a passport.
Yeah.
Actually,
All right. Save it for when we're not
Yeah.
recording.
but
Got a passport. That was good.
I don't even know. I honestly have no clue. What
Antonio, what are you doing if you wanted to live?
Honestly, I don't know. I probably wouldn't do anything special.
Yeah, that's
hang
what
out
I'm
with some
thinking
people.
too.
Really? You're just gonna fucking chill?
What am I gonna do?
I've
It's
been waiting
24
20
hours,
years.
and then
No.
like, what's gonna happen?
You're gonna
I'm
die.
gonna die, and then it's gonna be like, okay.
Oh wow, I've been waiting 20 years to die anyway. So.
Jesus, Gabe.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna take it that far, but
Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking. You always take everything like over the line. Like it just. There's a fucking point that just doesn't need to be crossed, and Gabe's just like
Cross it.
steps over the fucking line. It's like a big red line that you're just constantly stepping over.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, I got another one. This one comes from Alan. If your homie sends you a dick pic and you screenshot it, who's gay?
trick question. Both of you.
Yeah, that is the trick question. I mean, I feel like if you both say no homo afterwards, like neither of y'all are gay.
All right, Gabe. Clearly, we know what you do in your free time.
Is this a you guys thing? Like,
No,
No, but
no, it has never happened between us. I can assure you that one.
interesting.
Yeah, it's probably one of his fucking online friends. He's like, I haven't seen their face, but I've seen their dick.
So you sound jealous.
I hear
Antonio's
jealousy.
It's couples therapy.
So you're jealous, huh?
How did it make you feel when you saw Gabe cheating on you?
Normal.
It's fucking you. It's you, season 3. The
My
fucking therapy.
God.
My girlfriend's an axe murderer.
But yeah, I feel like if you both say no homo afterwards, it's fine.
I
I
think.
mean,
no,
I don't know how you can like. It's a trick question.
No, I think the one who sent it is gay because he took the first step.
Now, what happens if he accidentally sent it?
If the homie screenshots it, he's gay then.
Yeah. So I feel like it could go either way.
Yeah, but I think the sender is gay if he's sending it.
Yeah,
Like that makes you gay, right?
because he took the initials. Yeah.
Yeah, he took the first step.
What if he's just curious?
Yeah.
What if
Maybe
you're-
maybe he
maybe
just
you're
wanted to
comparing
see.
sizes.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing we do, Tony.
Maybe he's just like, yo, look how big this. Like. You got any
Maybe if
input?
it's for medical purposes.
Medical. What?
Yeah,
what
like
do you
if you have
mean?
a bump or like a red spot, you're like, hey, dude.
I mean, you did tell your doctor.
Hey, doc, there's this weird lump under my balls. Can you check it out? Yeah, but that's a doctor. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Happens
Not-
if your
I'm not-
friend is in the medical
You
field.
gotta make sure
This
your
isn't
homies
sex
don't have
ed. He's
cancer.
not.
Yeah.
Isn't there a scene in sex ed where somebody like sends, and he's like, "I'm a sex therapist, not a doctor." Isn't that like? Doesn't that happen or am I?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like there
it's
is.
honestly crazy that like I watched that whole thing like a month ago and I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember a
thing.
single thing either. I remember the end.
Yeah,
That was
like
it.
it's a good show, but like I retain nothing from it.
Yeah, my brain's just.
I feel like I retain more.
It's more fresh.
you relate with it more.
Yeah.
Hey yo, I don't think Antonio's making it out of this night alive. Gabe's like, dude, I've watched 3 seasons of you. I know how to hide the body.
How to.
Touch today, Junior. How to. Anyway, so
Is there another?
what's your best holiday themed pickup line?
holiday theme?
Yeah, any holiday. It could be Halloween, it can be Christmas, it can be fucking St. Patrick's Day, it could be Thanksgiving. They don't need to be good. They need to be
Dude.
cringe.
So I saw a PETA tweet today, and it was like,
Oh my god.
it was like, how would you like it if you were getting stuffed on Thanksgiving? And someone quoted it was
that-
like, God, I wish that could be me.
Dude, that was gonna be my line too. Mine was gonna be, the turkey's not gonna be the only thing getting stuffed tonight.
Damn, you
Halloween, I'd like to
to.
have a pregnancy scare with you. That's weird. Why would I say that?
Bro,
Have you seen that TikTok? Yeah. He's like, the truth is, I want to slow dance with you to Monster Mash. Then midway through, you turn around and you throw it back on me till the night is done. And he's like slapping a pumpkin off the
Yeah.
table. Or until the sun comes up. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I have no clue.
Come on.
I really don't have anything good because literally that was the exact one I was gonna say.
Dude, think Christmas, like tinsel. I don't know, man. There's a lot of like shit you can do with that.
Tinsel.
Yeah, I don't.
What with tinsel?
I have a few ideas.
You fucker.
With tinsel, no. It's more like you tie her up with tinsel. Jesus.
Why?
Why not?
Why not with Christmas lights?
Fire hazard.
Ah, that makes
Sick.
sense.
That tree's not the only wood going up tonight. I can keep going.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'll give you a white Christmas.
My stocking's not gonna be the only thing that's filled.
There we go. We got one from Gabe. Beautiful. What was yours? Just the PETA thing? PETA, whatever.
I love feta, bro.
Isn't that animal thing?
Oh my god.
Bestiality is a real problem.
Oh my god.
For who?
I don't know, bro. But it's a real problem. The world needs to fix this. Throw that in the next update, God. Just remove this glitch.
What's the next question?
That was the end
Aw.
of the Q&As. Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. We got 20 ways not to break up with someone. So we're unorganized. And I don't remember what number we were on for ways not to break up with somebody. So we're just going to keep this segment going until it dies when we inevitably forget that it existed.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's
Like
about-
we usually do.
Yeah, because it's bound to happen eventually. And I'm sure we forgot segments this episode. But it happens every episode. So fuck it. This time we got kill them. Do not kill them to break up with them. Do not kill your girlfriend, boyfriend to break up with them. You're not Joe Goldberg.
You don't know.
Bold of you to assume.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just don't break my heart, Jesse.
Okay. Moving on. Does life ever just feel like a dream to you? No? Never. You've never like sat back and thought, this feels like a dream.
No.
No? None of you. Neither.
No.
Never.
That feels like a weird comparison.
Dream simulation, like everything just feels fake. Like you could still be dreaming and you wouldn't know.
But like, no, I feel like life would be your point of reference, and then you'd think that a dream feels like real life. I mean, I understand what you mean, but I guess some sort of surreal event would have to take place.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of those recently. I don't know.
Good for you.
Well, not really.
Oh.
Surreal events. Surreal events don't need to be positive. They can be very traumatic. But no, I feel like it's just partially like disassociation and depersonalization. Whenever it comes with like depression, that's a lot of D's. It's more D's than Gabe's seen in his life.
What the fuck?
And he's a whore, remember?
That's not the point.
He doesn't even deny it at this point.
Why would I?
I have the receipts.
Yeah. So do all my friends.
But no, I just feel like with my personal, like, or I suffer from depersonalization and derealization a lot, where I'm just like, well, this kind of feels fake. But then it like comes back and I'm like, oh, this is definitely real life, I think. But how would any of us know anyway? But no, I
That seems pretty real.
kind of moved my leg now. Fucking weird. Charlie, if you want to replace Gabe, let me know.
Okay.
But no, I'm not talking about like when you're tripping out on hallucinogenics or anything. Like sometimes life can just feel like a dream. You don't need to be tripping out on hallucinogenics for it to feel like a dream. Or whatever kids do nowadays. By the way, we do not condone the use of hallucinogenics to achieve a dreamlike state.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my god.
Wow. God damn, Gabe. How'd
What?
you get your voice over there? That sounds like some out-of-pocket shit you'd say.
No. I'm keeping it back this time.
I have songs that make me feel like life's a dream. I sent you that whole playlist.
Mm-hmm.
They're all just it's a compilation of songs that just like feel. They're just vibey ass shit. Make me feel like life's a dream. Anything by Arctic Monkeys, anything by Cage the Elephant, Joyce Manor, half of Lil Peep's fucking discography, half of Mac Miller's, Kid Cudi's.
Yeah, I was about to say Kid Cudi. I would definitely put in there. But
Even some of X's stuff.
I mostly like listen.
But it's
to
also
Kid
like
Cudi.
songs that remind me of a different part of my life.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that part feels like a dream. I don't know, man. I thought somebody else would share my.
I mean, I wouldn't say it feels like a dream, but I don't know.
Life's been feeling like a dream a lot lately. Like, there's a lot of shit happening to me that I'm like, this could not be real.
Are you trying to have the
I
first?
think I thought you meant more like physically.
No.
But I'm saying like that's what I think. Like you get, like you have that like second where you have to like whoa, like I don't know. I'm too tired to think about
Precisely. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, that whoa.
You,
Okay.
like, really painted a picture of that. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
I really love that.
you're welcome.
Antonio having a mic makes our episodes 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
One of us has to have personality.
Yeah, and it's not Gabe.
I don't have personality.
Gabe's holding it down over there.
I am.
Holding what down? The seat cushion?
Yeah.
That's a blooper. How about this? How about life being beautiful? How about that one? Anyone?
Nah.
Wow.
Life is gray and shit.
Somewhere in between.
I'm supposed to be the emo one. Jesus Christ. And I'm over here like, dude, it's like mid-November. It's getting cold. Like, we've had some nice weather, and it's like the leaves.
Yeah, nice weather, 30 fucking degrees. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
Remember when it hailed the other day?
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
Yeah, we were doing the photo shoot whenever it hailed. He like tried to make that like make as little noise as possible.
Yeah.
Just mute yourself. He's over here like looking like he's pooping himself, trying to chew a fucking Frito without crunching into the mic. Did you just swallow it whole? Spitters or quitters?
And then he had to wipe off his.
Yeah. I gotta make sure there's nothing on my nose, nothing on my face. No evidence when I go back.
No, but I wouldn't say life.
Even Lil Peep has a song called Life is Beautiful. Jesus Christ.
I know. I love that song though.
It's a good song. It's about how fucked up life is, though.
Yeah. I just don't.
You don't ever just sit back as you're fucking. Well, you don't drive, but like, I'll be driving somewhere and I'll just be like, fuck, dude. Like, shit is fucking unreal.
Are you okay? Are you saying life, or are you just saying like the world itself?
Both.
I wouldn't say life because I feel like there's too many ups and downs to life.
That's what makes life beautiful.
Mm,
Can't have good without the bad.
that is true, but I still wouldn't think life is
And
beautiful in general.
the good makes the bad like so much better. Like, yeah, it's just like you just have to learn to focus on the good. You have
Yeah.
those good days, you have those bad days. It's like, but in the end, like the good, like if you just focus on the good, it's gonna outweigh the bad anytime. I know it doesn't seem like it, but like it does. I don't know. I think I'm just in a really positive mindset, like right now, where I am.
Eh.
I'm like concussed. Had some
That
fucking.
explains-
Maybe that. Yeah.
I'm concussed. I had a fucking viral infection in my chest. Yeah, like yeah, I'm just really loving life right now.
Yeah.
Fucking, I love it.
Just loving life, bro.
Just loving life.
Living like Larry. Sorry.
All of Taylor Swift's new album makes me feel like life is beautiful. Ugh.
God, I wish I could say what I wanted to say. What were we on?
Life being beautiful, you fucking dumbass.
No, I know that. But like I said, life is shit. In my opinion.
I think you're just being negative, bro.
No. I mean,
You gotta look at the fucking good, bro.
I'm happy as fuck, like, how I am right now, and, like, how everything, well, I wouldn't say how everything is, but I'm happy with myself, you know? I guess that's the best way to put it. But I wouldn't say life is beautiful or shit like that. I think life is still pretty shit, and it will tear you down and everything else.
That's only if you let it.
Yes, and that's what the point I was trying to get to was that obviously I'm not, like, I'm going through shit, but I'm not letting that shit take me down. I'm moving through it and getting through it. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, life is shit, but you just gotta get through it, I guess.
All right.
Is the best way to put it.
Well, I mean, that's basically all I had for this episode. All right, real quick before we go, we got a funny story involving Gabe's younger brother. This conversation started about dick sizes because he was trying to convince us that if he came on the podcast that we could title it, I have a how old is he, 14?
Yeah.
That a 14-year-old dick is bigger than Jesse's is what he wanted. He wanted the title of the episode that he was going to be on to be. He was like, yeah, dude, who wouldn't want to click on that? They don't even need to know who Jesse is, but if they see that a 14-year-old has bigger dick than them, I'd click on it. And I was like, what the fuck?
The fuck?
And he was like, "You want to compare sizes right now?" And I was like, "No, dude, we'll go to jail." And I was like, "And your brother's right here." He was like, "He can see my dick. He won't go to jail." Yeah, don't you remember him saying that? Because he's like, "We live together. You've seen my dick before." And I was like, "What?"
Oh my god.
And then he was like, "No, dude, my friend has a way bigger dick than me." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Hold on, I have pictures." And so my response was, "Why do you have pictures of your dick?" And he goes, "No, not of mine." And he goes,
friends.
and so I was like, "Why do you have pictures of someone else's dick in your phone?" And then it just turned out to be a fucking video of like somebody swinging a big ass fucking cock around that was just like you could just find on the internet. He wasn't actually his friend's fucking dick, but I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what is the lead up to this fucking conversation?"
That shit was funny as fuck though.
God. Alex will not be coming on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. But is that all?
Yeah, let's do our recap takeaways.
Okay.
Takeaways from this episode: don't answer the shitter when your ex.
Don't answer.
Yeah, just don't. Don't answer it.
The shitter.
Well, I mean, accurate still.
Yeah.
Or just don't answer a FaceTime when your ex calls you. Why would you do that? Also, don't call your ex. Why would you? Y'all broke up for a reason. Jesse forgets names of girls that he's talking to. Makes me sound like a slut, but
Oh my god.
yeah, him just
It
talking.
does.
Yeah, I know. It's like, damn, dude, which one is it? No, it's literally like there's only one. God damn. Taylor Swift's Red Taylor's version smacks. Juice WRLD's new song smacks. Stop fucking hating on Jake Gyllenhaal. Come on, it was 10 years ago when they dated and broke up. Like, can we let that go? All the Travis Scott things. We basically did our takeaways for that at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
If you run from me at the haunt, I will chase you. Luke is about to photo bomb us. Is he in the frame? Dude, do you want to be in the outro? Dude. Come here. I scratch your forehead. Okay. If you and your homie send each other dick pics and one of them screenshots it, you're both gay. Don't let real life distract you from your goals. Apparently I'm the only one who life feels like a dream and is life beautiful for, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Don't kill your ex. Or don't kill your girlfriend, boyfriend.
To break up with them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I feel like the first one's still accurate, though. I feel like not killing people should be a given.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
That's what I was thinking too.
It's not him. He's right there. Oh, goddamn. I mean, she was licking her lips at you earlier when you bent into that trash can. But Demon's like, go time. He looks so awkward. Like, where does front paws go? Like, they just melted into him. It looks like he has no fucking front paws. We'll put that in the picture I just took. I'll send it to Antonio. We'll get it in. Anyway, so this is Jesse.
This is Gabe.
And we're the B4L podcast. And we are now a Project Louder podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And we're out.
Peace.
Peace. Hey, be nice. Be good. Be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice. Be kind to each other. Throw in some inspo. Don't steal dead meats. Be good people, though. Shout out dead meat. Doesn't mean the shit.
Yeah, true.
Be kind to each other. And we're out.
Peace.
All right. Dude, I don't know, man, but girls who like horror movies can fucking get it.
Of course.
I
mean, I honestly agree, though. Like,
like
high key.
oh my god. Just a fucking tray flip. Oh, yeah. So, never in my life have I met a girl with a quote tattooed on her thigh that isn't attractive.
That is true. I don't think I've met anybody like that either.
My girlfriend has a quote on her.
Wait, that's my point.
Oh my god! Damn, Jesse.
I had it scripted in here that's what he would say, too. Fucking knew it.
I didn't know that, actually.
It's like here.
Yeah. That's the main one that I'm talking about. That's not your girlfriend. No, I mean that tattoo location in particular.
I mean, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Gabe. You'll learn older.
Yeah. I'll tell you when you're
Older?
older. Yeah, I'll tell you when you're
I'm
older.
older than him.
I'll tell you when you're older. Shut the fuck up. Also, girls, I'm going to need you to stop asking for a tall, fairly attractive skater boy for Christmas, because Santa's tried to kidnap me 12 times now.
I don't know about that one.
Or at least in one of those dreamlike states.
You sure it just wasn't a dream?
Sure.
Santa lowered his standards this year.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, he's like, we're going to take what we can get, bro. He's like, you will get what I give you. This dick.
I hope Santa's not saying that to you.
No, he's saying that to Mrs. Claus. Aren't they a little old to be fucking? Before our Christmas special. That will be happening.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
I'm gonna dress, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna be Mrs.
Yeah.
You're gonna be Mrs. Claus, and I'm gonna be a murderous Santa.
Is there anything else, Jesse?
Nope, that's a wrap. I just really wanted to say the quote thing. I told Alan too. I was like, dude, his response is definitely gonna be something along the lines of, like, weird.